The hospital room was quiet, too quiet, the kind of quiet that feels heavy, almost tangible, pressing down on you from all sides. It was a silence that seemed to echo off the sterile walls, amplifying the emptiness of the room. The faint hum of the fluorescent lights above was the only sound, a monotonous drone that did nothing to break the oppressive stillness. My uncle's hand, once strong and full of life, lay still in mine. I remembered the days when these hands would lift me high into the air, making me feel like I could touch the sky. They were the hands that taught me how to fish, how to tie a knot, how to be strong. Now, they were cold, lifeless, a stark reminder of the fragility of life. His chest, which had risen and fallen with such reassuring regularity, was now motionless. The rhythmic rise and fall that once signaled life and vitality had ceased, leaving behind an eerie stillness. It was as if time itself had stopped, holding its breath in a moment of profound finality. Death, a visitor I had met before, had come again. It was not a stranger to me. I had felt its cold presence before, had seen its shadow loom over loved ones, but each encounter was different, each loss unique in its own way. This time it had taken someone dear, someone who had been a constant in my life, a pillar of strength and wisdom. This time, it had taken someone dear. The grief was a heavy weight on my chest, a dull ache that seemed to permeate every fiber of my being. Tears flowed freely, a silent testament to the pain of loss. The room, once filled with the warmth of his presence, now felt cold and empty. As I sat there, the silence whispered a question as old as time itself. What happens after we die? It was a question that had haunted me for as long as I could remember, a question that seemed to have no answer. In the stillness of that hospital room, it felt more pressing than ever, a mystery that demanded to be solved. It's a question that has haunted humanity since we first became aware of our own mortality. We build magnificent tombs, write elaborate scriptures, and create rituals to honor the dead. These acts are our way of grappling with the unknown, of trying to make sense of the inevitable end that awaits us all, and cling to whispered stories passed down through generations. These stories offer comfort, a way to keep the memory of our loved ones alive. They are a bridge between the living and the dead, a way to feel connected to those who have gone before us, all searching for an answer. We turn to religion, philosophy, and science, hoping to find some semblance of understanding. We read ancient texts, consult wise elders, and seek solace in the words of those who have pondered the same questions. Yet, the answers remain elusive, shrouded in mystery. In the face of such a profound mystery, it's only human to seek comfort, to find ways to cope with the uncertainty. Some find solace in nature, in the beauty of a sunset or the tranquility of a forest. Others find it in the embrace of a loved one, in the shared moments of connection that remind us we are not alone. To find a way to make sense of the silence that follows the last breath. In the end, perhaps it is not the answers that matter but the journey of seeking them. The silence, though daunting, is a part of life, a reminder of the preciousness of each moment. As I sat in that quiet hospital room, I realized that while the silence was familiar, it was also a space for reflection, for remembering, and for finding peace in the midst of loss. Across cultures and throughout history, the afterlife has taken on countless forms. From the earliest days of human civilization, people have sought to understand what happens after death. This quest for understanding has led to a rich tapestry of beliefs, each unique yet interconnected by the common thread of human curiosity and hope. From the blissful gardens of paradise to the fiery depths of damnation, we have woven intricate tapestries of belief. These depictions are not just figments of imagination but are deeply rooted in the cultural and religious contexts of the societies that created them. The serene gardens often symbolize peace and eternal happiness, while the fiery landscapes represent punishment and suffering for one's earthly deeds. Reincarnation, ancestral spirits, celestial courts, each offers a different perspective on the mystery. In Buddhism, the cycle of rebirth is a central tenet, where one's actions in this life determine their fate in the next. In many tribal cultures, the spirits of ancestors play a crucial role in guiding and protecting the living. Celestial courts, often depicted in various mythologies, serve as the divine judgment halls where souls are assessed and assigned their eternal destinies. These beliefs, passed down through generations, provide solace, guidance, and a framework for understanding our place in the grand scheme of existence. They are more than just stories. They are the bedrock of cultural identity and continuity. Through rituals and ceremonies, these beliefs are kept alive, offering a sense of belonging and continuity to each new generation. Some find comfort in the idea of reunion with loved ones. The thought that death is not an end but a transition to another realm, where we can once again be with those we have lost, brings immense comfort to many. This belief is often reflected in the rituals and practices surrounding death, where the focus is on celebrating the life of the deceased and the hope of meeting again. Others seek solace in the concept of a higher purpose, a continuation of the soul's journey. For them, life is a part of a larger divine plan, and death is merely a step in the soul's eternal journey. This belief often inspires people to live their lives with a sense of purpose and direction, knowing that their actions have a lasting impact beyond this earthly existence. Still, others find peace in the belief that death is simply the end, a return to the quiet embrace of non-existence. For them, the idea of an eternal rest, free from the struggles and pains of life, is a comforting thought. This perspective often leads to a focus on making the most of the present moment, cherishing the time we have and the connections we make. In the end, the tapestry of beliefs about the afterlife is as diverse and intricate as humanity itself. Each thread, each story, adds to the richness of our collective understanding, offering a multitude of ways to find meaning and comfort in the face of life's greatest mystery. I remember as a young boy, listening to my grandmother's stories about heaven. Her faith was a source of comfort in her final days, and her words left an indelible mark on my young mind. Years later, watching a dear friend battle a terminal illness forced me to confront my own mortality. The fragility of life, so often taken for granted, became painfully clear. These experiences, these echoes of mortality, have shaped my understanding of death. They have taught me that while the answer to the question of what happens after we die may remain elusive, the journey of exploring that question is essential. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the unknown. The thought of our own mortality can be paralyzing, but I've learned that there is a certain beauty in accepting the mystery. It allows us to appreciate the preciousness of life, to cherish each moment as a gift. It reminds us that our time here is finite, urging us to live with intention and purpose. We may never know what lies beyond the veil of death, but that doesn't mean we can't live lives filled with meaning and love. The search for meaning in the face of death is a deeply personal one. Each of us embarks on this journey in our own unique way, driven by our experiences, beliefs, and the questions that linger in our hearts. It's a quest that often begins in moments of solitude, where the vastness of the world around us mirrors the vastness of our inner thoughts and emotions. There are no right or wrong answers, only individual truths. These truths are as varied as the people who hold them, shaped by the myriad of cultures, traditions, and personal experiences that define our lives. In the embrace of a friend, the smile of a stranger, or the shared laughter of a community, we find glimpses of these truths, each one adding a piece to the puzzle of our existence. Some find solace in religion, drawing strength from ancient scriptures and rituals. These practices offer a sense of continuity, connecting us to generations past and providing a framework for understanding the mysteries of life and death. In the quiet moments of prayer, the rhythmic chanting of hymns, or the communal gatherings of faith, many find a profound sense of peace and belonging. Others turn to nature, finding comfort in the cyclical rhythms of life and death. The changing seasons, the rising and setting of the sun, and the endless ebb and flow of the tides remind us of the natural order of things. In the rustling leaves of a forest, the first light of dawn breaking over a mountain, or the gentle caress of waves on a shore, we find a reflection of our own journey, a reminder that life is a series of beginnings and endings, each one leading to the next. For me, it's the connections we make, the love we share, and the moments of joy that truly matter. These connections are the threads that weave the fabric of our lives, creating a tapestry rich with memories and experiences. Whether it's the laughter shared with friends, the warmth of a family meal, or the simple act of being present with those we care about, these moments are the essence of our existence. And the legacy we leave behind that truly matter. Our legacy is not measured by the material possessions we accumulate, but by the impact we have on the lives of others. It's in the lessons we teach our children, the love we give to our families, and the kindness we show to strangers. These are the things that endure, the things that live on long after we are gone. It's in these acts of kindness, compassion, and selflessness that we find a deeper sense of purpose. When we extend a helping hand, offer a word of encouragement, or work together for a common good, we create ripples of positive change that spread far beyond our immediate reach. These acts of kindness are the true measure of our humanity, the legacy that we leave behind, and creativity that we find a sense of purpose that transcends our earthly existence. Through art, music, and collaboration, we express the deepest parts of ourselves, leaving a mark on the world that is uniquely our own. Whether it's a painting that captures a fleeting moment of beauty, a song that stirs the soul, or a project that brings people together, these creative endeavors are a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. It's in these moments that we truly live on, not just in the memories of those who knew us, but in the ongoing impact of our actions and creations. Each moment of connection, each act of kindness, and each creative expression adds to the legacy we leave behind, a legacy that continues to inspire and uplift others long after we are gone. Not in some distant afterlife, but in the hearts and minds of those we touch. Our true immortality lies not in the promise of an afterlife, but in the lasting impressions we make on the world around us. It's in the quiet moments of reflection, the peaceful landscapes that remind us of the beauty of life, and the sunsets that mark the end of one day and the beginning of another. But in the hearts and minds of those we touch. As we remember those who have touched our lives, we carry their legacy forward, honoring their memory by living our lives with the same love, kindness, and creativity that they embodied. In this way, we find solace in the uncertainty of life, knowing that our actions, our connections, and our creations will continue to resonate long after we are gone. The unfolding story. Life is a story, ever unfolding. Death is not the ending, but simply a turning of the page. Our stories continue, woven into the fabric of the lives we've touched. The impact we make, the memories we create, these are the threads that bind us, even in death. The search for meaning in the face of death is a journey, not a destination. It's a journey that asks us to confront our fears, embrace our humanity, and live each day with intention and purpose. A journey of exploration. I encourage you to explore your own beliefs about death. What brings you comfort? What gives you hope? Talk to your loved ones, share your stories, listen to theirs. You might be surprised at the wisdom and solace you find in the most unexpected places. Embrace the mystery. Let it guide you on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual exploration. A time to reflect. In the quiet moments when the world fades away, take some time to reflect. Reflect on the lives that have touched your own. Reflect on the legacy you wish to leave behind. Reflect on the things that truly matter. These moments of reflection are not morbid, but rather, a celebration of life. They remind us of the preciousness of time and the importance of living with intention. What will your story be? As I sat there in that silent hospital room, I realized that death is not the end of the story. It's simply a chapter break. The story continues, carried on by those we leave behind. The impact we make, the love we share, these are the things that truly matter. These are the things that echo through eternity. So I ask you, what will your